Blue Cantrell. You were singing fool, and you made a choice to work with someone, and you probably didn't realize how nefarious he was. Did you
Oh my God! And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him.
Oh, you ain't no Beyonce. Who is that?
Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk.
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time.
Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, and basically controlling her finances. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge campaign against her.
Have you ever wondered what Beyonce is really like when the cameras aren't rolling? Blu Cantrell just dropped a bombshell that could change everything we thought we knew about Queen Bey. Did Beyonce have a hand in ending Blu's career? And what secrets are hiding behind the flawless image she portrays?
Blu Cantrell. You were singing fool, and you made a choice to work with someone, and you probably didn't realize how nefarious he was.
To give you an idea just how bad it might be, Freddy P from Day Band just exposed a side of Beyonce that no one saw coming. According to him, Beyonce wasn't just involved in the infamous cheesecake incident with Diddy. She was allegedly the mastermind behind it all.
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time.
But it appears that's just scratching the surface. Could it be that the same Beyonce we've admired for years has been hiding a much darker side? And what does this revelation have to do with Blu Cantrell's sudden disappearance from the spotlight? Let's find out. Freddy P has been speaking out against Diddy and accusing him of ruining his life. In 2022, he uploaded a video where he spoke about contemplating S since his forceful exit from the music industry.
A lot of people don't understand what nigga done been through. This year alone, I done contemplated 2 or 3 times.
He went on to add, "I cried a few times thinking about leaving my son because I just get tired of life. But no matter what you gotta do, you just gotta keep at it. There's ends that wanna see you fall. Like this end Puffy is the main reason why I hate effing life. People don't even understand. Like I don't even give an F. I've never been to a point where I thought of S my whole life. Never. I mean, I'm a gangsta. I don't even know how I started thinking like that. I done had it all and I fell to the bottom. How do you come back from that when you battling a giant? It ain't got nothing to do with your skill no more, cause your skill is 90% better than any N that's out there right now and the world knows it." After this video circulated around the internet, he sat down with the Neighborhood Talk's Deasia Robinson and elaborated on his statements. "Diddy, you ain't never had a talent in your life," he said. "Somebody gave you the opportunity to open up the door and find talent. Find talent. His recipe to me has been signing poor people with a story and get paid off people with a story. You not from that. You can't tell these stories. You didn't come up like how we came up." He added that Diddy got his $900 million fortune from exploiting people, like the late Black Rob, Loon, and Mace. Freddy P also said when he sees Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian Combs, buying cars and doing goofy-ish, that he is offended because they are spending his money. He went on to describe how being dropped by Diddy has changed his views on life. "He makes me hate life so much to where I don't care about death," he continued. For context, making the band was a pop culture phenomenon. It was famously parodied on Chappelle's Show, with Dave Chappelle portraying Diddy.
You guys are official now. Welcome to Bad Boy. It's Bad Boy, baby. Can't stop. Won't stop.
In making the band 2, 40,000 people auditioned for a spot in the group during the preliminary round, but Diddy selected just 6 performers. For several weeks, the gang was forced to strenuous and often humiliating duties, such as Ness's duel with Harlem rapper Jay Mills, and trekking from Midtown Manhattan to Brooklyn to acquire Junior's cheesecake for Diddy.
Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk.
They could not take a car, a taxi, or any form of public transportation, and they had to walk a little over 5 miles in the middle of the night for the snack run. It was a ridiculous moment that Diddy qualified by saying, "It's not about me trying to do a mean-spirited initiation hazing act. There's a bigger picture to it. In the world of music, I have to get up every day and do a bunch of ish I don't want to do." And while that may be true regarding some things, music artists certainly aren't forced to walk over 5 miles to get their producer's food. Apparently, the cheesecake was meant for Beyonce.
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time.
The contestants were taken through extreme tests that many would argue didn't even focus on their careers. And to top it all, at the end of the season, Diddy dissolved the band. The Bad Boy label chief said he could no longer deal with what he considered the that's fractiousness, laziness, arguments, legal hassles, unreliability, and bad attitude. Initially, my goal with Da Band was to make sure the world saw realistically how serious hip-hop was, Sean Combs told the Associated Press. So at times it was kind of embarrassing to me the way they were portraying themselves, not taking it as serious as most artists take this art form. The venture with Da Band was successful because it had the TV backing. But at the end of the day, it's not worth me getting money for something I think misrepresents what Bad Boy and hip-hop is about. Ultimately, Ness and Babs were the only members of Da Band who remained signed to Bad Boy, and he later brought Chopper Young City back on the label. Ness and Babs were to be a duo, and Chopper was to be a solo artist on Bad Boy South. Chopper eventually left the label and was followed by Babs sometime later, leaving Ness the group's only member still signed to Bad Boy. Anyway, aside from Freddy P, another celebrity whose career was allegedly ruined by Beyonce is Blu Cantrell. In the late 1990s, Blu Cantrell worked as a professional backing vocalist, collaborating with big names like Sean Puffy Combs. Her career took a promising turn in 1999 when she joined the girl group 8th Avenue, mentored by legendary singer Teddy Riley. The group even recorded tracks and appeared on Blackstreet's 1999 album, Finally. However, their momentum stalled when Riley left Blackstreet, causing 8th Avenue's music to be shelved, and the group eventually disbanded. Despite early setbacks, Cantrell's luck changed during a trip to Atlanta. In a hotel lobby, someone approached her and, impressed by her look, connected her to Red Zone, where she was signed after performing. Soon, 5 record labels were fighting for her, and she eventually signed with Arista Records. Cantrell's debut album, So Blue, released in 2001, was a commercial success, hitting number 8 on the US Billboard 200 and earning gold certification. The lead single, Hit 'Em Up Style, became a global hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning Grammy nominations. In 2003, Cantrell released her second album, Bittersweet, which featured the international hit Breathe, a collaboration with Sean Paul. The track topped the charts in the UK and Ireland, solidifying her global presence, while her follow-up single, Make Me Wanna Scream, didn't match Breathe's success. It showcased Cantrell's versatility, further cementing her place in the music industry. In the midst of all her success, Blu was constantly plagued with rumors that she had an intense feud with superstar Beyonce. Of course, Beyonce is arguably the biggest pop star in the world today, but in the early 2000s, Beyonce had just launched her solo career with the album Dangerously in Love, and was in the early stages of her relationship with Jay-Z. Since Blu had a close friendship with Jay and was releasing chart-topping R&B singles right around the same time as Bey started to, it was only a matter of time before the whispers started. Blu insisted to anyone who asked that there was nothing going on between her and Jay, though she did once admit to Wendy Williams that she had a big crush on him.
Oh my God! Really like him though. And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him though.
Rumors of a feud were fueled even further when Blu pointed out the similarities between her songs and Beyonce's. Following the release of Beyonce and Jay-Z's music video for Bonnie and Clyde in 2003, Blu openly claimed that the video bore a striking resemblance to her own song's promo, Roundup, which had been released earlier. Speaking to The Guardian, she noted that the music video for Beyonce and Jay-Z's song Bonnie and Clyde looks an awful like the promo for her song Roundup, which came out first. If you really want to go down the wormhole, Beyonce whispers in the song signs, "I was in love with a Sagittarius, I've been hurt by a Pisces." And would you believe me if I told you that Jay-Z is a Sagittarius and Blu is a Pisces? Maybe she's trying to do it to get press, but I want to make her understand if she goes there with me, it's the wrong move, Blu warned at the time. She needs to understand what she's doing and what she's getting into. I'm a master at singing. The coincidences continued when Blu collaborated with Sean Paul on Breathe, only for Beyonce to release Baby Boy featuring Sean Paul shortly after. At the time, Blue was fuming, and she even went as far as to label Beyonce a copycat. When asked about the two songs, Blue said, "Beyonce is talented and beautiful and I'm a fan, but she has a song out which is very similar to mine. She uses words which are in the hook of my song, and if she's that talented, she shouldn't have to copy someone else. Her song, Baby Boy, has the exact word breathe in the hook. She's ripping me off. But there is no animosity because I'm a very positive person. However, I'm a little disappointed because she is established and didn't have to do that, but she won't get away with plagiarizing me because I'm a #1 artist." Blue's anger increased because Beyonce chose to use Sean Paul in her song, and she reckoned his presence was a direct dig at her because she'd been linked to Beyonce's beau and sometime collaborator Jay-Z. She added, "Now she is doing a song with Sean Paul because I'm linked with Sean Paul, so I don't know what her intentions are. I'm not tit for tat like that. I don't waste my time sitting around trying to think about what Beyonce is thinking." Blue believed that if Beyonce had issues with her partner, she should address them directly instead of targeting another woman. Later on, Blu Cantrell hinted that Beyonce may have felt threatened by Jay-Z's lingering feelings for her, which is supported by speculation around the name Blue chosen for their daughter, Blue Ivy. In any case, a lot of strange things happened in Blue's life after she publicly called out Beyonce. In 2004, Blue's success slowed down massively in 2004 after leaving her contract, mainly because Arista simply forgot to renew it. It was only then that she realized that she hadn't made nearly as much money as she should have during her time at the label. Speaking to You Know I Got Soul about what she would have done differently, she said she wishes she'd have been more educated on the music business before she signed that Arista contract. "I would have got my lawyer because that lawyer ended up representing them, which was a conflict of interest, so they were all working together to basically take what was mine," she claimed. "Nobody really knows the whole truth but me and them, but I was really taken advantage of. But things only went further downhill from there." In fact, there was a troubling incident in 2014 where Blu Cantrell claimed she was poisoned. For context, according to TMZ, Cantrell was once spotted running through the streets, ranting about people trying to K her until police took her into custody for psychological evaluation. Cantrell, who was 38 at the time, went seemingly berserk in a Santa Monica neighborhood around 2 a.m. Witnesses reported that she was screaming about someone giving her poisonous gas. The episode went on long enough that someone called the police. TMZ reported that when the police arrived, Cantrell, whose real name is Tiffany Cobb, went into "Do you know who I am" mode and also referred to herself as a one-hit wonder. Law enforcement officers stated that she was taken to a nearby hospital, but there was no word on her condition at the time. Prior to this, Cantrell had kept a low profile and had only been seen on NBC's Celebrity Circus in 2008. Yes, we know, you don't remember that show either. Well, if you're wondering how it went for her, she booted from the show in week 2, the first celebrity to be eliminated from the competition. In any case, fans and Jaguar Wright, a former background singer for Jay-Z, have raised suspicions about Jay-Z and Beyonce's possible involvement in Blue's disappearance, noting a pattern of competitors facing challenges in their careers. Jaguar Wright's viral video brought up the incident involving Eric Sermon, who reportedly jumped out of a window in September 2001, coinciding with Jay-Z's album release.
He said he jumped out. I don't think he jumped out, Keith. Yeah, they said Eric jumped. I don't think he jumped. I think he had help.
Jaguar hinted at Jay-Z's involvement in the fall and encouraged Blue to speak her truth as well.
Blu Cantrell. You were singing, fool. And you made a choice to work with someone, and you probably didn't realize how nefarious he was when you... Blue, it's time to talk.
Meanwhile, fans are convinced that Beyonce and Jay-Z were allegedly behind Blue's downfall. Blue was first and she could hold a tune and was a strong singer. "I know Jay is behind her downfall," one fan commented. A second fan added, "There is no way Beyonce naming her daughter Blue Ivy is a coincidence, no way." As more voices like Blu Cantrell's come forward, the cracks in Beyonce's seemingly perfect facade are starting to show. Could it be that Beyonce's reign at the top of the industry has been built on more than just talent? Blue's revelations, combined with Freddy P's shocking testimony and the resurfacing of old conspiracy theories, paint a much darker picture of the superstar's rise to fame. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.